We just do what we need to do in order to get the most amount of money for our clients and with the quickest days on market.
We're not just a commodity. We don't just stick a sign on there. We don't just sign paperwork.
Yeah.
We're very, very engaged. The quicker, the better the house shows, the quicker it sells. The quicker it sells, the more money our clients make.
Welcome to the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast. I'm here today with Todd Barker and Nikki Vrba from the Preferred Pair and REMAX Escarpment. How are you guys?
We're great, thanks. How are you, Mo?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for coming in. And tell me, you've been on the podcast before separately. Now we're doing it all together because we can do that with Zoom. And tell me about how you're holding up right now. What are you doing different?
Well, I mean, as far as business is holding up, I think that we've been very, very, very steady. I think what we saw for the first couple weeks, end of March, we saw the industry just shut right down, just to a halt. And then I think Nikki and I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that Nikki and I have been very, very steady, almost strange how busy it has been for us. Listings, I mean, our buyers are out there. It's been very vibrant for us. So we're holding up really good. It's great because it's keeping our mind off of all this COVID stuff and sitting and having to stay at home for the most part. So from that standpoint, it's also been great, as well from that side.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how you're keeping positive. I guess because you keep rolling, you keep getting busy, so it's been positive for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, our business hasn't really changed much. We've adapted. Obviously, whenever we do listing presentations, we've done them virtually, some of them. And also, if we are going in to meet with clients, we're taking necessary precautions. Mm-hmm. Also, when we're taking buyers out, we're maintaining distance, obviously not touching anything within the home and doing what we need to do to keep our clients safe and, the owners of the properties that we're showing safe and ourselves safe as well. So I mean, it's an adjustment, but we're making do for sure.
Yeah.
They say it kind of can become the new normal. It almost feels like the new normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's kind of I don't know how many weeks we're in now. Maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks now. And, the first couple of weeks for me personally were pretty tough. I think for everybody, they were particularly difficult. Mm-hmm. Maybe some people are still having difficulty now, but it does really feel like the new normal, which isn't ideal, but it's feeling that way. So
do you guys like the pace right now? Like, it's less busy than before, but you have still gotten business and kept busy. So do you like that pace better, or do you like the other?
Honestly, our pace hasn't really changed. Like, we've ramped up. So, there was those, like Todd was saying, those 2 weeks where everything, COVID was at the height and everyone was urged to stay inside. Everyone was wondering what was going to happen with real estate, and businesses were shutting down, closures, etc. And then after that, everything started kind of like after 3 or 4, probably 3 weeks of that, things just kind of started to ramp up for us. And we've been gaining momentum ever since. And honestly, we are nonstop right now, which is fantastic. And we're doing what we need to do for our buyers and our sellers alike in order to, obviously help them with their real estate needs. And I mean, no complaints over here for us, business as usual kind of thing for the most part.
Yeah. How are you
in terms of steadiness?
Yeah. How are you leveraging technology to use the virtual, like you've been doing some Matterport, some videos,
so thankfully for you, Mo, and sold right away, we've been able to use Matterport to walk buyers through 3D online through all of our listings, so that potentially before they even visit the home, they know if they like it or if they don't like it. And I know personally for us, it really hasn't. People have been buying properties without viewing the properties. However, that hasn't really happened for us. What they have been doing is walking through 3D through the Matterport, and also we've been utilizing the
video.
The video. Yep, the video as well, which has also had a heavy presence online as well for our listings. So again, it's another tool for buyers to be able to ensure that they truly do want to see the property. But yeah, we've been having a lot of turnouts on our showings, or sorry, a lot of showings on our listings. So again, these tools are just enhancing our listings, which is fantastic for our sellers and for potential buyers as well.
Yeah.
And even though buyers are physically, like Nikki said, physically going out and seeing houses, and it's not being replaced by technology, 100%. What we are seeing though is we are seeing requests for floor plans, like for Matterports. So people want to get a feel before they see it. So you know, and even if there's that little delay, that little 1 day delay, and possibly between the, you know, the time the property's listed and the time maybe the Matterport is available, we will get a request for that. Hey, do you have a floor plan? My guys want to see it, especially buyers that are coming from Toronto. Somebody that's, you know, we've had that with people with young children. They don't really want to. They really want to make sure that they're serious and that they have a good feel for the property before they actually get in the car and come out. So it has been good. It's not in lieu of them coming out, but it helps them get in the car and get out.
Yeah, I guess
so it is a great tool.
Yeah, qualifies them, keeps you guys safe, keeps your sellers safe, keeps themselves.
And that way we really truly do know that anyone that books a showing for our listings, they're serious buyers and they've viewed the videos and the Matterport. So we know there's a good chance and there's a good likelihood that they are obviously potentially going to be bringing us an offer, right? Because they are serious about it.
Yeah.
And buyers, there's no casual buyers. There's no tire kickers out there, as we see, you know, so it's really nice for our sellers to know that when somebody is coming to see their house, you know, given all the safety precautions that we have to deal with for every showing, that the people that are going in are serious. So it's worth them to open up their home and let people in to see it. So that's what we're seeing out there as well. There's not many, I mean, it's people that are out there, and I know everybody all the agents know that, but the people that are out there are very serious. And I think that's why properties are moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that a lot. That's good. You guys have been winning listings. So tell me, how are you guys winning listings? Like, how are you getting the next listing or doing your presentations? What's working?
So to be honest, like most of our business, 99% of our business is referral based. Mm-hmm. So the listings that we generally are getting, lately anyway, we haven't even really had to compete for them because there's such a good rapport through whoever has referred us to these clients that we walk in there and we obviously, showcase our services, talk about how we communicate, how we market properties, and our general expertise. So we're just basically kind of explaining how we add value and ensuring that we are the right people to use for such a big transaction and such a big investment. And that's kind of lately that's how we've been doing it. And obviously all of our services that we include within, which is staging, obviously the Matterport, the 3D tour, especially during this time during COVID. Generally we're very fortunate enough to have a very big referral based business, but there are times, which Todd can speak to after I'm done, where we have had to compete for listings. But Todd, if you want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to touch on, in addition to what Nikki was saying, I was going to say that, even though, and yes, I would say 99% of our business is referral based, which is, when you're a real estate agent, that's absolutely ideal. Friends, family, former clients, family of clients, all that sphere of influence. But what we've also done, because these are difficult times and odd times, people that are thinking of buying or selling really truly aren't as aware of what's going on in the market as we thought they might be. So, when people ask me how things are in the market, and, I explain, how our business is going and the buyers and the sellers, people are shocked. They're shocked. So to play off of that, that's why we chose to do weekly updates. We used to do monthly market updates. So what we've done is we decided to shift to weekly, because we knew that things could be very volatile from week to week in this COVID. It could shut down, it could pick up, it could level off, it could do a number of things, right? So what we've committed to is sending out into our database via in our social media. So we've got our Facebook, we've got our Insta, we've got our own database, client database. So what we do is we do an analysis every Monday. We have been doing that. We've been educating our sellers on and our buyers on what's been going on. And I think that they have started to really appreciate that and understand that, you know what, this is okay. Things are moving. If I'm a seller, I'm seeing properties moving. I'm seeing a lot of showings. I'm seeing some multiple offers as well, but I'm also seeing low inventory, which helps me as a seller. So not having known that information, I think that there's a lot of people that would just sit and go, okay, I'm going to wait. I mean, we hear people that are saying, well, I'm going to wait till COVID's over. And Nikki and I are saying, I actually don't think that is maybe the best course of action right now, because, you know, you're in a great position as a seller right now in this market. And, you know, if you don't know that, you're going to sit on the sidelines and say, okay, I'm just going to wait till it's over. And, you know, what we tell them is that we know what's going on now, but we don't know what's going to go on in 2 or 3 months from now. So we know it's a good environment for selling right now, even buying right now. But, you know, it's still a very, very strong market, especially for Nikki and I, or for us.
For Burlington, the area too that you're in.
Yeah, but we've been, you know, we've done a lot in Oakville this year. We've done a lot in, I mean, we're doing some business in Guelph. We've done business in Georgetown. The preferred pair basically go anywhere within 50 minutes of our ranch.
Yeah.
Right, of our home base is where we do business. So it's been good across the board. I have to say this: it's not just Burlington, it's not just Oakville. It's been pretty vibrant from the markets that we serve.
Cool. I wanted to talk to you about the value added. Nikki, you mentioned the staging. So your staging is fantastic. I gotta say, you always have the most pristine houses. People are listening to what you bring into the houses. But what's your procedure there? Like, you do it yourself?
Yeah, so right now during COVID, a lot of now they're starting to deliver again, but the furniture company that we utilize kind of stopped delivering furniture during the peak of COVID, just for obvious reasons. But thankfully, we have a very large storage facility with our own inventory. So we've been able to continue to stage homes during COVID because of the large inventory that we have in multiple properties at a time. So essentially what Todd and I do is we'll go in to a property and we'll make a list of things that we would like the sellers to do, remove, declutter, and they'll follow that list. And after they're done that, we'll come back in and we'll make a list of things that we need to bring in from our inventory. And so Todd and I and our assistant Jenna, who also has her accredited staging license, will go in there and we'll do an overhaul on a property. Some need more staging than others, but we kind of just act accordingly and figure out how property can be showcased at its best. And that's what we do in order to get our properties ready to list. And we obviously just want to make sure we know how much value staging adds for our clients. It can equate to sometimes $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more money in their pockets with that alone. And it also results in a quicker sale. You know, we just do what we need to do in order to get the most amount of money for our clients and with the quickest days on market, shortest days on market.
It's very, very rare where we don't add some sort of value, even when the home is in excellent show condition. There's always something, whether it's just a piece of art, whether it's just something to just make it pop a little bit more. And you know, the other thing too is that, you know, I think that what a lot of our clients see is that we don't just, you know, we're not just a commodity. We don't just stick a sign on there. We don't just sign paperwork. You know, we're very, very engaged. You know, the better the house shows, the quicker it sells. The quicker it sells, the more money our clients make. So that's just a no-brainer for us. We want our clients to know. I mean, our clients know that we're working very, very hard. They stand back and they look at the job that we do when we prepare the house, and they often say, well, why didn't I even think of that? I love what you do. They appreciate that, and it sells quicker and it shows better. You get people through the door, right? So, you know, we don't just accept that, you know, we're going to get a listing and we're just going to let the listing take care of itself. We have to add that value. We want to be the best at what we do in the industry. So how do we do that? We've got to add that. We've got to add our own personal touch in addition to our knowledge. And we need our clients to know that, you know, these guys have our back, and they're doing everything they can to make sure that we get the most amount of money for our house. And if that's staging, if that's whatever that may be. Yeah,
no, that's really cool. I really like the value added you do. I see it every time.
Yeah, you're in. I mean, you're in there seeing it yourself all the time. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. What are you doing now to grow your business for after?
Well, we just have a constant pipeline that we work in. I mean, so we know, Nikki and I know generally, several months in advance what's going on. So we like to, we're just constantly touching base with our clients.
Mm-hmm.
And they let us know what they're thinking. I mean, we have a constant dialogue with many of our clients where they say, well, I'm thinking of doing this and I'm thinking of selling. And so, we just continuously have a healthy pipeline going. And it still remains, we're very referral based. So that really doesn't change. So
for sure.
So it's just all a product of the great relationships that we have with our clients. I mean, Nikki and I think that, you talked about winning listings. When we're in a position like that, I think that one of our hallmarks is that we're very, very honest. There's what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I can see.
There's no sugarcoating anything.
There's no
and I
smoke
think that
and mirrors.
there's no bullshit when it comes to us. I mean, people honestly say to us, I love your honesty. I love how you guys, I love your personalities. I love your energy level. Mm-hmm. I know you know what you're doing, and we know you're going to work hard for us. So, you know what, at the end of the day, it's so nice to go into a listing presentation knowing that you don't have to be anything other than yourself.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be yourself, right?
Yeah. No, very cool. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the way you guys have your process working, the team that you have, the way you didn't sit down and wait for COVID to stop. So I was happy to have you guys on the podcast.
Well,
thank you for having us.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Okay, well, we will see you at our next listing appointment.
Awesome. Where do we find you guys? Instagram, Facebook, and website, The Preferred Pair. We'll put that on the link.
Perfect.
Yep, for sure.
Thank you for coming on the episode.
Okay, thank you. See you, Mo. Talk to you soon.